Mic. Testing the mic. Testing the mic test. Good evening and welcome to the mic test. All right, it sounds okay. Let's transition on in. Whoop. Looks okay. How's the voice to music levels? They seem all right. Let me make sure I have my volume up. Oops, I muted it. Damn it. Sounds okay to me. All right, I'm gonna mute this playback so I don't speech jam myself. Well, howdy y'all, and welcome back to another Workflow live session here on Country Fried Minis. We're gonna be getting back to work on the Urban Mech tonight. A reminder that the Workflow sessions are a place where you can see behind the curtain and get a glimpse as to what goes on in the production of the videos here. We're gonna be doing a little work in Premiere tonight. It's also a place where members of the community, if you're over on the Discord, you can post your stuff over there and we'll show it off at some point during the stream. We can talk about it and give commentary, constructive criticism, and praise, both in the same vein. But yeah, tonight's a little bit impromptu. I don't have a usual Saturday stream scheduled, but I need to get work done. I need to keep doing work on the Urban Mech video. So I figured doing another Workflow live stream would be a good way to keep things rolling. So let's go ahead and pop up some Premiere and see where we were at. Let's get a recap on what's going on. Edit monkey edit, says Nathan. Yes, I am the edit monkey. We need to get it done. I'm so far behind on the production schedule. It's embarrassing. And I don't want to say I owe y'all content, but I owe y'all content, and I need to get back on it. Okay, so there was something that was happening yesterday while we were getting some work in, and I wanted to pop in another Hue reference. I just don't remember exactly where it was at. Let's see. Y'all can hear the temp application audio source. Let's give yesterday's work a watch. Yeah, let's just give this a watch, and yeah, shit. Let's just take a moment and watch it back, and we can see where the project lies. I think it's a good way to start it up. Let's pop that on and hit play, and y'all should be able to hear it once I hit go on this. Okay, folks, before we get started, I need to take a moment to emphasize the importance of protecting yourself from pathogens and chemicals alike. Always ensure that you wear the correct preventative preservation encapsulation so that you avoid previous problems emerging while painting powered equipment. Don't be handling rubbish bins without being sheathed in personal protective equipment, even when you're profusely perspiring everywhere. Now back to the show. Alrighty y'all, as you've all seen the thumbnail and the name of this here video, you'll undoubtedly know that this here episode is going to be all about her. We can skip that work because y'all have seen it. Sorry to interrupt it so quickly, but I think it'd be better to watch it in the video. Let's skip ahead to the work we wrapped up yesterday. Back at it again, and now it's time to actually paint on these little Urban Mech lads with a predetermined palette that's chosen by my client. You too can choose a super stacked Sammy sandwich of paints in specific brands and hues, really whatever flavor you prefer. That is, you'll have full faculty over the choices regarding your paint scheme. I also need to find where it says hue again. Wonder hiring me over on Fiverr. That's fiverr.com/ThurstonStudios. Affordable prices, decent work, everything's negotiable. Together we can rustle up some real proper trail rations made into quality repasts just like down on the range. Nothing beats easing up your hobby fatigue by pushing some of the busy work over on a trusty ranch hand. Saddle up and head on over to fiverr.com/thurstonstudios. Just about any project you've in mind is possible. Inquiries are always free.
Okay.
At me, ho.
Oh, that's right.
With
That's
that
right.
promotion out of the
Okay, so I wanted to do the Gibbs, the Cameron Gibbs image. Man, I really want to add that in there. It'd be perfect for it. I just don't remember where we were at when it happened. I wonder if it's in my paint.net image here. Let's take a peek. Let's open recent. We're going to go into the layered image. I bet it's in here somewhere. I just can't think back exactly to when it was that we made that image or what the context was behind it. Let's pop over to YouTube and look back through. I guess I could do it here actually. If we go into video production and stream assets, here we go. I should be able to figure out it was Dragon Lady 4 is where it happened. Okay, so I wonder if our Dragon Lady folder has that image. It does not. That's disappointing. That's very disappointing. It sucks because like this would look really good to pop up right as I say at me ho. I just don't know where it's at. That sucks. That sucks. Wonderful fart, says Nate. Yes, I agree. I like the reverb one. Okay, well, I don't know where to look for this thing. Is it in here? Let's do view icons. In here? View icons. Not in there. How about images? No. I wish I knew where I put it. Because it would be really good here. Shame. I honestly think I may have lost it when doing like a whole bunch of backup. Unfortunately. Nope. I could have swore it was in here. I just can't believe it's gone. Nope. Okay. Screw it. We'll just move forward. I may have to make a new one. But we're not going to worry about that right now. In any case, let's get back to listening because I need to find the spot that says hue again. So I know where to pop the thing in.
Out of the way, we're going to move on to the secondary tone as requested by my client. Each of the mechs in this commander's force consists of a base tone and then the left limbs rendered in our secondary color in the form of Vallejo's dark vermilion. As y'all saw in the last bit, the primary tone is Citadel Xandri Dust. I personally really like the asymmetry of this styling. The bit of bright warm tone really offsets the hard neutrality of the dusty hue of the...
Dusty hue, there it was. Dusty hue, let's find it right in here.
The hue of this... Dusty hue... Dusty hue... The dusty hue... Dusty hue of...
Is it right here?
Hue of the...
Yeah, it's right there. Okay, so what we want to do, I think, is I think we want the original hue image. I think we want the original. No, we'll just repeat the same one. That would be the easiest thing to do, but I don't know. Quality over quantity. Let's just find a different image of our lad. Post title Mew. Yes. Let's do... I need a good full head one. I need a good full head hue. Let's do this one. Let's do this one right here. Alright. Actually, do I have Photoshop installed? Let's try it. Let's try to do the image isolation, the background removal in Photoshop. Maybe that'll save us a little time and y'all can actually see how much easier it is here. New file. What was that? Okay, clipboard, create. Let's go. Paste image. We're gonna click the remove background and let it do its magic, and then there's a way to adjust the mask. No. Man, I know there's a way to do this without seeing it. Just fill this in. I don't actually know where the where the size controls are for our... Alright, it looks like the wires are done pretty well. We just need to keep filling in this arm here. This tool is obviously a lot better when you're dealing with like higher fidelity images, people, etc. We just want to get our lad here, and I think that's going to be good enough. So let's do a little bit more right there. Actually, there we go. Perfect. It's just going to pop on the screen for a second anyway. So what we'll do now is we'll figure out where the export is, and then we'll quick export as PNG, and we're going to go over to, I think I'm in secondary production. Yeah. Hue 2. PNG. There we go. PAL. I think it's one of the function of keys plus mouse wheel. Yeah, it's I also need to delete that layer. I just realized. Export, quick export as PNG, Hue 2, PAL. Yes. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm very familiar with Paint.net, and Photoshop is just like, it's not intuitive. It's not intuitive at all, like in the least. And look, I even left off part of the mask there. I don't care though. It's just gonna flash on the screen so we can work with it. Where we at? Urbanmechs Lance, and then Hue 2. Excellent. Alright, so we can even just select that and brush on a little background color back here. Just fill that in. And then we have a few little spots that I want to erase. Yeah, there we go. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this. There was another one somewhere. Right here. And then right here. And right here. Excellent. I mean, it's much faster. It's a dirtier job, though. But that's fine. There we go. Save. PAL. We'll actually shrink the outside down to that. Image, crop to selection, save. Boom. Okay. Let's close this. Don't save. Nope. Let's close that. Don't need it. Let's pop back up Premiere. And then we want to put in our new image, which was secondary video production, urbanmechs Lance. Oh shit. Shit. This is supposed to be a PNG. Yep. Flatten. There we go. One of these is a PDN. I think it's this one. PDN, yeah, we can get rid of that one. Alright, so go back to our project panel. We're going to dump in right at the very end our hue 2. And we're going to pop him right here. And we'll go to effect controls. I think we're going to scale this up a little bit. Let's go 150% size. Let's put it at a unnerving off-kilter angle.
The hue of the dusty hue of.
We're gonna shrink this duration down. It's like a third of a second.
Of the dusty hue of the
Or I guess it's closer to half a second. 12 frames.
It's the hard neutrality of the dusty hue of the Xandri dust.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Produced on behalf of Games Workshop. I'm not always a fan of painting up
I just
your
heard
models with GW
traffic
colors,
noise in the background
but
of my clip
they
there.
really knock it out of the park, especially in their range of more generic colors.
Okay.
I genuinely like the selection of browns and tans and greens that GW produces. Now if they just release them in dropper bottles, I'd be all about it. Speaking of fantastic colors in dropper bottles, let's put out some Vallejo acrylic,
Put out some Vallejo acrylic, metal color, airbrush colors, jet
and apply
exhaust.
some quick
Yeah.
and efficient one-coat coverage
Okay.
to a bottle's metallic bits. This color absolutely
It's alt
rocks,
plus right
and you should add it
drag
to your
it. Yeah, that's
collection whether or not
absolutely
you have an
ridiculous.
airbrush. It sprays and paints on just fine and really cuts down the work when adding
That's been my
metallic sparkle
experience
to a
with
project. It's definitely
with
a worthwhile
Photoshop, like
investment,
having to
even
look
at
up every
$15
single
units.
little task, even after taking a full semester of learning how to use it. All right, so we have the talking head segment
Okey-doke.
placeholder,
With the base
and we
tones
go into the
completely
next one
dry,
here.
It's time to get out a nice warm ink wash and pull out all the shadows that would be present in the recessed areas. They call this stuff liquid talent for a reason, and this particular
This is the
Citadel
rant, I believe.
Acrex Earthshade shade color is really great
Earthshade
for
shade
shading
color.
neutral browns and earthen tones. I would be remiss, however, if I didn't go on a tangent and shame Games Workshop for their piss-poor pot pattern, which leads to spillage at the wrong time and always ends up costing me an extra $10 just about every time I go to the game store because I gotta replace the dang old thing yet again because I made the mistake of dipping my brush right out of the pot, though it's a huge pain in the ass to pour out a little bit of ink like it was paint onto my wet palette. I mean, come on, GW, get with the damn program. There's a reason people don't put paint in pots no more.
Uh-oh. I've lost control over it again. So Premiere keeps doing this thing where it locks up and I have no more control over it after I do the full screen preview. Really, really good software there, Adobe. Very fantastic. Much worth $50 a month for your software. Big time. Love it. Very good. Very enjoyable experience. User friendly and super intuitive. Alright, where's the rant start?
Spillage at the wrong time and always ends up costing me an extra $10 just about every time I go to the game store because I gotta replace the dang old thing yet again because I made the mistake of dipping my brush right out of the pot, though it's a huge pain in the ass to pour out a little bit of ink like it was paint onto my wet palette.
Okay, so I have an issue here in that these clips here, let me turn that audio off. For some reason, when I do the scrubbing here, the audio peaks like way above where the hard limiter has it set. So what I want to do now is do a saturation fade down to grayscale and then pop it back up when I do the gasp. So unfortunately, the way I need to do this now, because these are 1, 2, 3 clips, I have to make a new sequence here. So we're going to create a new sequence called wait a second. Why is it defaulting to 26? Where's my properties? 29.97. I wonder why it wasn't defaulting to 29.97. Okay. New sequence. Yeah, it's defaulting to 23.97 FPS, which is not correct. YouTube is 29.97. And we'll call this wash rant. Okay, pop that in there. We'll go back to our timeline 1. We're gonna cut all of these, cut them. We're gonna go into wash rant. We're gonna paste them, and that's it. And now we can go back to timeline 1 and we can drop wash rant in. And what that's gonna do is gonna let me. It's gonna let me put keyframes on the whole thing. Yeah, as if it was. Just hit up the Ekio person for 3 more 3D renders. Oh baby, yeah, it sucks. I really wanted to utilize that individual, but too much detail. I did some really fantastic work. All right, where's the rant start? Okay, I actually need to add this one in as well. Where's... If I didn't go on a tangent, I gotta start it right here. So we're gonna cut that one out. We're gonna go into our... We're gonna slide these over. Make sure we have enough room. We're gonna paste in that other clip. Yeah, and then we can ripple delete. There we go. And now our wash rant will fit right here. Pow. All right. So we want to find where the rant starts. And we're going to put it right here. We're going to go to effect controls and let me think. What was the way to do RGB maybe? Oh, I can't remember how to do grayscale. I don't want black and white function. I don't think so. There is no black and white function. This is a big shortcoming. There should be a grayscale effect. There should absolutely be an easy grayscale effect, and there's not, and I don't remember how to do it. How to make a clip grayscale. It's a real basic feature that should definitely be in there. Grayscale. How do I make grayscale? Premiere Pro. It's not... Now that is really irritating right there. So I was searching for black and white. And there it is when I search for image control. You do color balance and desaturate, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, that's all hunky-dory. It just like, it should be... Oh yeah, I seem to remember running into this before. There's no keyframes for black and white. It's... I don't know. This just seems like a really basic thing where you could have grayscale and have it on a percentage. Just gonna have to do it this way. That one's too complicated. There's another way to do it that I did before. What video had grayscale? I'm gonna have to open my other video to look up how I did it. I seem to remember it being really, really outrageously convoluted. What are you talking about, missing media for these clips? But it's not missing. They're right here. Oh, Jesus. That should be in there. Alright, I'm just gonna offline all. I don't care. Just trying to find the scene where I do the thing. I tell you, that hard drive dying has been a big problem. Where was that rant in the video? Where was that rant? Where did I rant? Where was the rant? Where was that thing? I want to say it was right here. Yep, there it is. Okay. Effect controls. I did it with Lumetri color. Just unnecessarily complicated to do it. I mean, Lumetri color's great that you can do all the functions, but like fast color corrector. Fast color corrector. Never heard of it. It's in the obsolete folder. Also, why is that not showing up when you Google it? Like, everything is unnecessarily complicated. Alright, close project. Do not save. Close that. Fast color corrector. Now, this is the same thing as Lumetri. Alright. Alright, effect controls. Let's find our hue and saturation. There it is. Bam. Like, I don't understand why this should be saturation on a percentage is the same. Yeah, but you have to go to Lumetri color to do the saturation. Like, there should be just a saturation effect, honestly. It just, you know, it's Adobe's typical method of like putting their own spin on everything and renaming it to something complicated so you sound like a professional when you talk about it. It's not actually difficult, it's just unnecessarily complicated. Same with Photoshop. Nothing is intuitive. It's all to be... It's all explicitly to be hoity-toity. Okay, so I think what we want to do is do about 5 seconds. We could get away with 10 seconds of fade out here. 5/8/29. 5/8/29. Well, they have to make it feel like you're getting your money's worth out of that software. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, it's funny because I've taken 3 semesters over at SFSU dealing with Adobe products, and I'm still very confused. Okay, so I think this is the breath in. Yeah, right here. So we want to do that, and then we bring it right back up to full saturation. When you consider Adobe is intended for Macs, look at their intended customer base. Yeah, exactly. That was another point of contention about SFSU. Like, everything's on Mac, and Mac sucks. Just flat out Mac sucks. If you're a PC user, Mac will lead you astray. All right, let's watch this back with the. Okay, I think I need to move in. Okay, no, that's fine. Yeah. Let's bring it in here, and then what I want to do is add in Did I bring over my assets already? I did, okay. We're gonna have to reload Octavia, actually, so I can see what that clip was I used. Locate. Search. What do you mean file not found? Offline. Offline all. That just means I gotta move some more stuff off that hard drive, I believe. Alright, so we're right here, and this is called ES Drone High Pitch Ring 1. Alright. ES Drone High Pitch Ring 1. Do not say. Alright. We want to find that in. Did I not move sounds yet? Oh no, here it is. Okay. I made it. Yay. Welcome, Comstar Knight. Let's see if this works. Yay, we are saved. The phone company's here. They really need to let me pick a specific person for this. Alright, I'm gonna roll the dice, Comstar. I'm gonna try and shoot you a membership. Twitch lets you buy it for specific people. Who'd it go to? No! No! There's no way. You can't just. You cannot trust it to go to the people currently in chat. I tried. Let's do one more. I'll do one more. I'm gonna shoot it out there again. There may be a setting in your account to like accept them. No, it didn't work. Fuck. Also, I need to figure out why this is not reading anything out. It's just going to random people. So YouTube is supposed to prioritize the people that are in the chat. Okay, where is my overlay? All right, we'll pull up the overlay here and see what the problem is. It's because I'm in the mobile app. Lol, maybe. So I have some alerts here. I should have variations, membership gift, settings. All right, that's the image there. It should be, there it is. I did not have text-to-speech enabled. Let's pick a new voice. Let's pick one at random. Let's do Australian Steve. Save variation. Save. Let me make sure how to receive gifted memberships on YouTube. Memberships on YouTube. Let me pull this up for you. Opt in through live chat. Okay. Let me make sure this works for you. Comstar. It says to go within the live chat and select the pinned membership gifting, and then confirm you like to opt in by turning on the allow gifts switch. If you don't have that set already, you should set that, and then I'm going to send another one to test out our new TTS. And let me just double check that this one also, yep, that was the problem. We're gonna go with, not Brian, we're gonna go with, where was he at? Steve. Save variation. Save. All right. Does this one also have no TTS? That one has TTS. Okay, yeah, Haruto. And then the default one should also have TTS. Yeah, that's Haruto. Okay. All right. I'm going to give that about 3 minutes, Mr. Comstar, and then I'm going to send it over just to make sure you have the thingamabob. All right, what was the thing we were looking at? It was drone high pitch 1, high pitch ring 1. There it is. Pow. All right, and I've got it lined up right here with where we start fading out the grayscale. Let me make sure it's not overriding anything. And actually, while I wait on this, I'm gonna hit the restroom real quick. I'll be right back, y'all. God, that's such a good track. Do you believe that she can hear and see it? I do. I do indeed. It's very, very curated music here. All right, we're gonna test the thing. We're gonna test the thing. Let me double check that I have playback in my ears here. So I've got the Stream Elements overlay, and I want to look at right here. Yeah, monitor and output. All right, let's test it again, Mr. Comstar. So it's funny, when I gift these memberships myself, it actually goes into the pool of the payouts. So they're only costing me like a small amount. No!
Country Fried Minis gave Soda Fire a Steak Biscuits membership.
No! Why? It just refuses to hand it to you. I don't know how. I don't understand it. We have a fair few voices now. I've got a British one. I've got a Japanese. I've got Indian and Aussie. Excellent. Well, it's good that the gift membership pops up now, though. So I'm pleased with that at least. Okay, so now what we want to do, we need to turn on track targeting right here, so I can hit up and down and go to the end of this track. And we're gonna do some keyframes on this guy. And we're gonna go from -100 up into, where's our keyframe? Right here. We want to pop another keyframe to match that, and that'll be at like -20. And then right here, we're going to pop it again, another keyframe, and we're going to zip over to that, and we'll put in -100 again. Is the Aussie name Bruce because all Australian men name it? But nope, this one's actually Steve. But I wonder if there is a Bruce in there. Let's see. Let's edit the overlay. In my alerts, we're going to go to settings. We're going to go to, where was it? Member alerts, variation settings, membership gifts. Is there a Bruce? There is no Bruce. We have Russell, Nicole, Zoe, Luke, Samantha, Steve, Courtney, Jaden, Ashley, and Daniel. Some lo-fi. Feeling good. Howdy, Mr. Slink, and welcome to the stream. We're getting a little more work done in on these Irby lads. Just trying to, grind out some work. Bruce, yes. I have Toxic Love base coded. Amazing. Yeah, Streamlabs has a big fail there. You're right. All right, let's try, instead of doing the full screen thing that keeps failing, we'll just make it big like that. And let's pop back on the audio and give this a watch and listen. Earth and Tones. I would be remiss, however, if I didn't go on a tangent and shame Games Workshop for their piss-poor pot pattern, which leads to spillage at the wrong time and always ends up costing me an extra $10 just about every time I go to the game store, because I gotta replace the dang old thing yet again because I made the mistake of dipping my brush right out of the pot, though it's a huge pain in the ass to pour out a little bit of ink like it was paint onto my wet palette. I mean, come on, GW, get with the damn program. Yeah. There's a reason people don't put paint. That worked. I think our, ringing in the ear is a little too low, so I'm going to bring it up another 15 decibels, or another 5 decibels to -15, and let's give it a watch back. Oh, that full screen freeze up is a common issue. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. All right, let's give it another listen. I'm actually going to, let's pause the music. All right, let's hit go on this so we can hear it properly.
On a tangent and shame Games Workshop for their piss poor pot pattern, which leads to spillage at the wrong time and always ends up costing me an extra $10 just about every time I go to the game store, because I got to replace the dang old thing yet again because I made the mistake of dipping my brush right out of the pot, though it's a huge pain in the ass to pour out a little bit of ink like it was paint on my wet palette. I mean, come on, GW, get with the damn program. There's a reason.
Okay, slideshow's fine. Like that's not important to actually see it. It sounds like the audio levels are right, so that works. And let's pop into. Oh shit! I can't do this without starting it over. A little bit of ELFL. All right. Okay, so we made a little progress. We put in another joke. We put in a little bit of effects. We're actually now able to move on, I think, to the next section, which is going to be, let's see, 528 to 609. So that's what, 40 seconds? 41 seconds of working on the green. And then, what is this? What am I doing here? Okay. Let's get up Notepad, and let's think about some script here. Adobe Silent on a fix for that issue. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. It does not surprise me in the least. What are we going to say about this? This is a skit. We're going to say, now wasn't that fun? Now wasn't that fun? Now wasn't that fun? Because it's a skit. That's going to be some fun stuff happening there. We're going to say, now wasn't that fun? And we're going to say, anyhow. With that happy little distraction done, and our Agrex Earth Shade all dried out. Let's pop a new line here. Earth Shade, Earth Shade. And our Agrex Earth Shade all dried out. We can get to work restoring colors where appropriate. That's it. And before we actually begin that process proper, we need to paint some paint into the deepest portions of said color, so we don't then hit higher layers with subsequent paint. This is a fun. It's not a fun trick. This is a quality trick when painting up your own models. Putting paint on the deeper areas of your models
models prevents the need for heavy corrections down the line. In this case, we're slapping on some Warboss green to the cockpit canopies all around our little trash cans faces. This way, when we get to the next color, we won't be so worried about threading the needle to get that green in there without ruining some painstakingly applied highlights. Alright, let's record that and see how long that is. How much time did I have? I think it was 41 seconds. Okay. Pop open Audacity. Now, wasn't that fun? Anyhow, with that happy little distraction done and our Agrex Earthshade shade all dried out, we can get to work restoring colors where appropriate. That said, and before we actually begin that process proper, we need to paint some paint into the deepest portions of said color so we don't then hit higher layers with subsequent paint. This is a quality trick when painting up your own models. Putting paint on the deeper areas of your models prevents the need for heavy corrections down the line. Down the line. I could have gone a little more squeaky there, I think, but it's fine. In this case, we're slapping on some Warboss green to the cockpit canopies all around our little trash cans' faces. This way, when we get to the next color, we won't be so worried about threading the needle to get that green in there without ruining. This way, when we get to the next color, we won't be so worried about threading the needle to get that green in there without ruining some painstakingly applied highlights. Alright, that runs a little over, but I think that's fine because we're going to go into the next bit. Actually, this is a really long segment. I may do multiple voiceover bits here. Might be the way. Yes, rue those highlights. Rue them. Yes. Export audio. We're gonna go urbanmechs 11. Who's this we're listening to? Some more Oh the City? You know, I've heard all these songs just a million times now. Well, like 100 times now. And they never cease to be great. How many tracks do we actually have now? I think it's in here. How many tracks do we actually have in here? It's a lot. It's a lot. 245 different songs. And I mean, I think we hit them all, honestly, now that I'm looking through here.
Where are we at? We're in secondary production. We're in Urban Mech Lance. Let's get that off to the side for a moment. What am I doing? I'm popping in a voiceover. That's what I'm doing. We're going to toss over Urban Mech 11 into the audio reservoir and pop it right here. Yeah, it runs a little over, but that's fine. So we'll go back over to this clip and we're going to grab our hard limiter. We're going to copy that. I could really do with more woe too. Rue and woe. You say woe, W-O-E, but I'm thinking W-H-O-A. Like, whoa, man. Yes. All right, let's give that a little edit here. So I like that I reach for the green in the background, so we're going to keep that at 50% zoom. I want to get a nice zoom in on this. Ooh, what's this? I ain't heard this one in a hot minute. It's the one that goes, ah. I'm pretty sure it is. Maybe not. Yeah, it is. Check this zoom here. I'm doing about a 20% zoom out. A quote from the Dresden Files. I don't even know what that is, honestly. This shot actually looks kind of good at the 50% zoom. I think we're going to keep it right there. Let's change the zoom just a little bit. I like this whole composition with the hands in there. Let's scooch it a little bit. Actually, no. I like that the hand here with the brush is kind of Wizard Private Investigator. Interesting. Now we need to get that more centered. All right, and then we'll jump back to this. And then what are we looking at? We're looking at 6:13 through 7:06. That's almost a minute for putting the reestablishing our Xandri dust. And then we've got 7:06 through 7:57. So we got about a minute each on reestablishing our bass tones. So let's write a little script about that. Okie day. I've already said okie day. What's another transitionary word? I've said alrighty. I've said okie day. What else could we do? Can I do synonyms for alrighty? Or alrighty? What's a good way to say okie day? Let's do synonyms for okay. What if I say done and done? Done and done. Now we've done. Furthermorefully. I don't think that works, but I kind of want to use furthermorefully somewhere. I'm going to find a spot for it. Done and done. And now that we've done up the recessed cockpit glass, we can get on to the getting on with reapplying our original bass tone of the Citadel Xandri Dust. Guaranteed. And actually, you know, I gotta keep hammering this joke in. I gotta keep hammering this joke. We're gonna pop on Metroid Mayo for half a second. Where's it at? Metroid Mayo. We're gonna do it again. Of course we are. Why wouldn't we beat the same joke to death like an old dead old dang horse? Let's do 45%. Yeah, there we go. Let's cock it to the side a little bit. And we're going to put that on for 10 frames. A third of a second. And actually, we're going to animate it too. Yeah, we're gonna animate this because I like to suffer and do excess work. All right, let's rotate it a little bit actually right here to line it up like that. Yes. All right, and then what we'll do is we'll go 1, 2, 3 frames. We'll pop in a little bit of position and rotation. So we'll scooch it over and we'll rotate it just a bit to keep it lined up. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3 frames again. We'll scooch it over just a little bit more. Just keep it nice and lined up. Like that. Yep, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3 more frames, and we'll pop on this again, and we'll scooch it down like so, and we'll rotate it on over, and then it should only be 1 more frame, and then it disappears. Yeah, to be fair, Xandri Dust is exactly the color of dried out mayo. Disgusting. Why isn't there a dried out mayo color? Like, just call dry out mayo. That's so fucking jarring. Oh, yes. A lot of these moments of folks are gonna see like, what the fuck did I just see? Okay, there we go. Let's save that. Let's get back to work. Citadel Xandri Dust. I know I've talked about this method at length here on the channel. And it is indeed one of my favorite ways to develop depth without going nuts and using a whole slew of colors to edge up your work. No. To gradiate up your panels. When I launch my own custom paint line that's going on the lineup, yeah. No, there's an application for dried out mayo color. It's like that kind of off yellow. It's almost like a reminiscent of like a candle waxy type color. Now, the question is Parmesan cheese and dried out mayo the same color in the paint line? Or are they like slightly different? Though this technique don't work for every color, yellows especially, we'll say bright yellows especially. Hitting a model with a base tone, then following it with a heavy ink wash, then hitting it again with the base color adds complexity and depth to your paint job in a super simple fashion. I've painted up the entirety of my personal Infinity the Game collection in this fashion, and it's led to some simple and did I already say satisfactory standards that look great both at arm's length and under close scrutiny. Brown shreen, green shreen, dried mayo, white enough, and unripe fromunda. Ooh, yuck. Yuck. That's like an off-white with a touch of green. Alright. I'm gonna hit the coffee pot and get a little refill. Be right back. I'll be like, I don't know, 30, 45 seconds. I can hear it. I can see it. I guess I could have just left this going, but I don't know. I might as well make use of the BRB screen. In fact, I need to add a like an image for the BRB screen, I think. I almost feel like we could go back to the old starting screen with where me and the homies were playing Dungeon Crawl Classics. Alright, where are we at? What am I doing? I'm typing. That's what I'm doing. Though you're not gonna get the same depth and pop of Did I say painstaking already? I've said it once before. We're gonna say tryharding. Pop of tryharding, multiple blended tones. You'll still get some decent depth. Get some decent depth with ease by using what amounts to a single color. You can even go so far as to thin it out real nice and glaze it to increase the depth. Increase that depth. VLC is back to restarting the playlist after BRB. Is that true? Let's take a peek. Let's see what's going on here. Properties. It should just unpause when visible. Let's start a whole new one. By changing the properties, I just shuffled it again. This isn't the track you left on. Interesting. Well, we're just gonna shuffle it. We'll shuffle it up and make it a new playlist. We may hear the same tracks before, but the chances are, not super high. Depth, even more. I've already said that said. I guess I could Alt F. That said. I did not say that said. That said, since this is a commission, and time is money, we're not gonna torture ourselves with that nonsense. Instead electing to simplify the process with a clean second application of our original Metroid map. Oh, I love me some Lupus Noctis. So good. All right. Let's record that down, y'all. Let's get it done. Let's do some more voiceover, voice lines. Done, and now that we've done up the recessed cockpit glass, we can get on to the getting on with reapplying our original bass tone of the Citadel Xandri Dust. I hope that's not too loud for y'all. I do get a little animated as I'm recording this stuff. I know I've talked about this method at length. Hat length. I said hat length. My brain ran here on this channel into at. I know I've talked about this method at length here on the channel, and it is indeed one of my favorite ways to develop depth without going nuts and using a whole slew of colors to gradiate up your panels. Though this technique doesn't work for every color, bright yellows especially, hitting a model with a base tone, then following it with a heavy ink wash, then hitting it again with the same base color adds complexity and depth to your paint job in a super simple fashion. I've painted up the entirety of my personal Infinity the Game collection in this fashion, and it's led to some simple and satisfactory standards that look great both at arm's length and under close scrutiny. Though you're not going to get the same though you're not going to get the same depth and pop. I need to like come up with it instead of up and down. Though you're not going to get the same depth and pop of try-hard and multiple blended tones, you'll still get some decent depth with ease by using what amounts to a single color. You can even go so far as to thin it out real nice and glaze it to increase that depth even more. Okay, I'm happy with that one. That said, since this is a commission and time is money, we're not going to torture ourselves with that nonsense, instead electing to simplify the process with a clean second application of our original Metroid Mayo. I wonder what mood Miss Ava Lowe was trying to sell with this track, and definitely out of the normal super sexy tracks. Let's pop this on in there. Let's pop this on in there. And then we'll go to effect controls. We're going to grab our hard limiter and we're going to pop that same thing on there and give it a watch back. I have run that real far into run that real far off into the Vallejo Dark Vermilion. Okay, we'll just keep this line. Okay. I think I'm going to go back to where the line starts and says, that said, since this is a commission. So where are we at? Right here. Yeah, we're going to get rid of that. Slow boinking in the rain behind the afterlife. Sitting on a pile of trash in a dark alley. Okay, we're gonna. All right, I'm gonna put a delineation right here. That said, since it's a commission and time is money, we're not going to torture ourselves with that nonsense. Instead, electing to simplify the process with first a clean second application of our Metroid Mayo, and then another pass over the reddish bits with that Vallejo. I think I'm going to say Vallejo there. Vallejo. Like Valley Joe. Like that. Vallejo. Dark Vermilion. And I'm going to say Dark Vermilions with an S. Both these colors have great pigment quality and retain their opacity with a bit of thinning. So great pigment quality, retain their opacity with a bit of thinning, so applying another layer with clean precision is a breeze by staying pretty accurate with our strokes. We can edge this color right up to the crevices without spilling any fluid where we don't want it. Thus creating a satisfactory finish to the panel work with only a single color well applied. See how long that is and see how that works. That said, since this is a commission and time is money, we're not going to torture ourselves with that nonsense, instead electing to simplify the process with first a clean second to satisfy your satisfaction bone. Well applied. Working through this paint job and giving working through this paint job in a way that satisfies your satisfaction bone, leaving you satisfied your satisfaction happy and leaving you happy and let's find a synonym. Synonyms for satisfied. Happy and contented. Contented with the strokes. Contented. Yeah, let's do it. All right, let's do it. That said, since this is a commission and time is money, we're not going to torture ourselves with that nonsense, instead electing to simplify the process with first a clean second application of our original Metroid mayo and then another pass over the reddish bits with that Vallejo. I fucked up. I need to write it so I actually read it. Valley Joe. That said, since this is a commission and time is money, we're not going to torture ourselves with that nonsense, instead electing to simplify the process with first a clean second application of our original Metroid mayo and then another pass over the reddish bits with that Vallejo Dark Vermilions. Perfect. Vallejo Dark Vermilions. Millions of dollars. Both of these colors have great pigment quality and retain their opacity with a bit of thinning, so applying another layer with clean precision is a breeze. By staying pretty accurate with our strokes, we can edge this color right up to the crevices without spilling any fluid where we don't want it, thus creating a satisfactory finish to the panel work with only a single color well applied. Working through this paint job in a way that satisfies your satisfaction bone, leaving you happy and contented with the strokes. Perfect. Ow, I have a painful zit, kind of like on the tip of my nose. It hurts. UrbanMech 12 already exists. Replace this audio? Yes. Why, yes. And then I should be able to extend it out this way. Could it be any better? Could it be any more perfect? Look at that. What? There's no way. There's no way that that is so perfect. There's no way. Really? What's that duration? 1:44:13. Is that actually... No. That's wrong. It was a few frames. It was... What's that? 13 frames longer than what's actually here. That meme guy touching his face. Meme guy. I know which one you're talking of. Touching face. Yes, feels good. Yes. You're right. Now, the question is, do we... Alright, yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Open image, this one right here, right? Let's go to secondary video production, urbanmechs, Lance, so good. JPEG works. Breeze. When you say breeze, where did I say a breeze? Applying another layer with clean precision is a breeze. Okay, let's find that. That's going to be in here somewhere. Vallejo Dark Vermilions. Okay. I wonder if I should do a fade in. Yeah, we're going to do it right here. We're going to fade that in instead of flashing it, I think. And then what we want to do, I think, here is to, for one, we want to make it bigger. Let's go 150% maybe. We're going to put him in the corner here. And then I want to do a blending effect, I think. All right, screen overlay. No, we want to do darken like that. I think that's what we want to do there. And then we want to fade it out the last 15 frames maybe. So we'll do one more right there. Pow, we'll set that to 0. And we'll go back 15 frames. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Fade it out over half a second. Let's watch that back. Oops, I fucked up. 0%. I think that's too long. Let's try to bring it in like that. Yep, that works. Hold on. By staying pretty accurate with our strokes. All right, if we're going that route, we got to get Me Gusta. Me Gusta in there again. Me Gusta. Images. Me Gusta. We need Me Gusta. I don't want the link, I want the image. Open image in new tab. We want Me Gusta. Save image as. Wait, that's no Me Gusta? No, that's fine. Me Gusta. Gusta 1. And then I want to do this one. Open image in new tab. We're going to do this one. Save image as Me Gusta 2. Alright, we're going to pop in Me Gusta right there where I say strokes. For 1/3 of a second. We're going to shrink the scale of this lad down to that. And we're going to set the blending mode to darken. All right, and then we're going to put in another one. And we're going to effects. I think we're going to mirror it. Mirror. Why didn't it? Oh. Wait, no. I thought there was an easier way to mirror it. Horizontal flip. There it is. That's what it was. Give it a little rotation. Let's shrink it down even smaller. We'll go like 30%. And then we're gonna do it again for crevices. We're gonna go 20% with it. We're gonna put it up here now. Spilling any fluids. Spilling any fluid. There it is. And then we put in Me Gusta 2. Pop this one on. Alright, now we will put this man right here. He's gonna be big. And then we're also doing darken. Yeah, exactly. All right. Let's put that on the listen. Where am I going? Right here? Pow. Do this.
Staying pretty accurate with our strokes, we can edge this color right up to the crevices without spilling any fluid where we don't want it, thus creating a satisfactory finish to the panel work with only a single color well applied, working through this paint job in a way that satisfies your satisfaction bone.
And then we're gonna do one more with the bone. Right here. One more where it says bone. Ba-na-na-na. Wow, wow. Ba-na-na-na. And he's gonna be real big. Just like that. It's that we want to tilt it kind of just, oh, no rotation. Do it standard. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, and they got strokes again. Strokes. Oh my god. Sometimes when I click on this button, it doesn't actually respond. Alright, we're going to do one more, but we're going to make him real tiny. I'm going to make him real tiny and shrink it down like 10%. Like, that's too small. No, that's perfect. 10%. And we're going to put it right here, upside down. We'll go 15% on it, and we'll go 180. 180. Alright. This is cutting edge meme abuse. Yeah, I like that we've incorporated. Oh, damn it. I shouldn't have gone full screen. I fucked up. I did it again. I'm going to lose it all. I'm going to lose all the progress. I'm going to lose all the progress we just did. You know, it didn't used to do this. I don't know what changed. They did some update recently. It just don't... Like, why is it not working anymore? Keyboard short Premiere freezing on full screen preview. Yep. Oh my god. I love these. They're like, instead of giving you like possible reason, they're like, please tell us every little bit of information about your computer, and then they don't help. And then they say nothing else. Like, not another word. Fucking disgusting. Unresolved. Were you able to resolve it? Like, why even have the fucking forum? Like, why? Why does this even exist if nobody ever answers on it? Like, don't they make enough money to have someone go through there and, like, actually, like, do something about it? Alright, we got a forced start. We got a forced stop. What is the problem? I didn't even click on that. In task. I don't understand what the problem is here. I think this expensive software is actually just really bad. Yes, reopen the project. How much progress do we lose? It looks like it's all there. Or dog forbid actually fix the problem. Yeah, exactly. No, I just completely locked up the computer doing that. And I don't actually know why. Maybe they don't know why. Maybe their shitty code that they keep updating all the time is just bad. So don't full screen. I gotta remember not to... And it sucks because I've used this all the time in these streams before. Alright. That actually reminds me though. I should be in a position now to start adjusting the zoom on our shots, if I haven't already. Effect controls, that's 50, That's 80, that's 90, that's 60. Okay, we've done that one. This one's 50. Am I blasting y'all's ears with that? Okay, no. This one is also 50, but we want that one way zoomed in. So let's go 100. We'll go 100 on it. And we'll reposition this up there. All right, this needs, I like the 50% scaling here that shows me picking up the model. So let's do position scale. And we're gonna actually do something experimental here. I'm gonna come in 10%, but I'm gonna rotate the shot by 2 degrees and create a little like subconscious tension. Maybe 2.5 degrees. Let's watch that back and see how it looks. I don't know if it's enough to register. Let's go a little further with it. Let's try a 5-degree rotation. I want to like slowly move it into a almost imperceptible Dutch angle there, just for no reason. I think 5% is looking like it might do it. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. It's just like why? No reason. I just want to create a little bit of subconscious unease as you're watching the shot. Let's do a 75% on that one. Actually, let's go in closer. Let's do, what's a 90 look like here? 5% is optimal. Yeah, I agree. It's enough, like, so if you look at this shot like start to finish, like here at the end, you can see like that is off kilter. The angle is off. The subject is no longer in the center of the shot. It's kind of off to the side, so it's very wrong. But at the beginning of the shot, it's fine. So if you look between the two, like it's fine and then it's not fine, but it's slow enough that if you're not looking for it, you're just watching the video organically, I don't think you're going to notice it. All right, yeah, that's fun. And then we immediately jump cut into like a nice zoomed in shot. I think we're actually going to go 100% on that. I want to show the work happening. And then this one we're going to go even further, I think. Let's pop that at 120%. And so this is a point I want to mention out to any of y'all out there who want to film your own mini painting work. This is why I record in 4K. So I'm zoomed in 20% over the 4K footage, and it still has nice resolution. Like it's not, I'm not losing too much quality. Like there's a little bit of degradation, but I don't think it's enough to notice. And because I've recorded in 4K, I can comfortably zoom way in on this and have this piece take up a significant portion of the screen at the 1080p. So big recommend. I'm using, I don't remember what this phone is called. It's a Note 9. And shit, how much is a Note 9? 9. How much could you get one for? They're still a little pricey. You get a refurbished one for about 200 bucks, which is like a third the price of a good DSLR, and it'll let you do all the stuff you want to do. definitely anybody out there who's interested, if you want to create some mini painting content and want some tips on it, and to plumb my mind on the process, feel free to add yourself to the Discord. Hit me up. Don't hesitate to at me anytime. My camera recommendation would be drawing each frame on a piece of paper with a crayon. Dude, I need to do a whole episode of that. I love this idea, unironically. Oh, we gotta do the fart again right here. Just for some reason, the dark vermilion makes farty noises. So we're gonna pop it right there. It's basically stop motion. It'd take years to finish. Alright, let's find a good fart. Let's find a good fart, and that's gonna be in here. We're going to assets, maybe? Sounds, yes. I know I have farts. I have farts in here. Let's try fart 1. It's not long enough. That's the one. Alright. Here, let me I'll pop it in there and then you'll hear it afterwards. Let's dunk it right here. And I think we need to bring it down by like 10 decibels probably. We need to line it up to wherever the need to line it up to right there, I think. Alright, I need to change the speed. We're going to go 90% with it, maybe? Yeah, perfect. Okay. It's also still a little too loud. Let's go down half that volume again. Alright, let me do the... Pop this thing back on. Let me play this for y'all. Let's get this thing out. Alright.
It to increase that depth even more. That's it. Since this is a commit.
Yeah. Perfect. I don't know why.
That's it. Since
Fart jokes are just where it's at, man. That's 6 farts so far in this video. Nature's comedy, dog. Get a piece of paper and change color with each pencil, you could actually get something cool. Yeah. I think you're right. I agree. Alright, so we've done the zoom here. This doesn't get a zoom change. Parts of the original meme. Yeah, nature's comedy, dude. Too good. And I think we're actually going to do a little zoom-a-zoom. Zoom-a-zoom-zoom and a boom-boom. Shake your rump. Let's see how that looks.
Using what amounts to a single color. You can even go so far as to thin it out real nice and glaze it to increase that depth even more. That's it. Since this is a...
Yeah, that works. That works. Alright, so we're going to do the... I think we're going to do the fluid retarder in the full zoom. Yep. And then we're going to get in on this at like an 85%. Damn it, that was the wrong clip. I'm going to edit this one. 85. Uh-oh. Ooh, I thought the computer locked up for a second. All right, I need to hop up for a second. I'm going to be back very shortly. I'm going to take this opportunity to... Let's note what video is playing, or what song is playing. This is Temple of Runha. And let's see if it comes back to it. No, it did resume. Okay, it's working now. Maybe resetting the properties fix that. All right, let's dip back into it. What were we doing? We're adjusting our view here. I think this needs to... Now, I'm a little concerned. Let's start with a 60% zoom and then get in on a, I don't know, like a 80% by the end. But let's make sure it doesn't affect our... No, it doesn't affect it too bad. Okay. Let's give it a watch. Vallejo Dark Vermilions. This one needs to be zoomed. Let's pop that about a 90%. Keep it in the center of the shot. And actually, I think we want to keep doing our little zoomy zooms. So let's pop it. We're going to come out 10% on that, I think. Boom. And then right here, I think we want to go 100 to start. And maybe zoom it further in. Yeah. I think we're going to zoom it even further in. Let's go 120 with it and see what that looks like. Let me make sure I'm not blasting y'all's ears. Okay. I'm paranoid about having this on because you can't see it under my face here. Let me actually... If I get rid of that for a second, you should be able to see, like, as I'm scrubbing around here, the audio pops up to, like, well in the red for some reason. It pops way up to here, and it's not supposed to. It's got a hard limiter on it. I guess when you're scrubbing clips, it just it'll do that. It'll do that and blast your eardrums. It's definitely blasting my eardrums. 20% might be too much on this. Let's watch this. No, it looks all right. That looks all right. Looks all right. We can actually... We're going to boost the size of our little Me Gusta lad, though. Let's try 30% right there. 25%. Gonna be right there. Your eyes are probably sitting right here. And then you'll see that. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's progress. We're at 7 minutes into the video. We have... I think we're about 40% done with the voiceover. Are you applying the limiter, output, or input? It's right here. It's effect, hard limiter. I think just when you're scrubbing back and forth, it doesn't necessarily take this into account until you're doing playback. Also, I don't mean to keep digging at my nose here on the tip. I have like a... I don't know what it is. It's like a zit that hasn't come to a head yet. It hurts. It hurts real bad. It's a very sharp pain on the tip of my nose. Not that I care about picking my nose, because I do on stream all the time. Alright, what's next? We have more script to write. Boom, let's get rid of that. Our next segment here is... could also be an oil bump.
I don't know what that is. Never heard of it. Oh. I don't know. I don't know. Do these hurt? Does sebaceous hyperplasia cause pain? Rarely results in pains. No, I don't think that's what it is. I get that on my hairline up here from being greasy skinned, like larger than normal blackhead. No, I think it's just it's a zit in a painful spot that hasn't come up to the head yet. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts bad enough I had to go in the bathroom and take a peek at it. So maybe I could stop picking at it. But it did not work. All right, so we have 7:57 through 8:51. That's almost a minute to fill. We need to say that we're doing the same thing with our metallic tone, and then we also need to segue into and while we let that dry, or before we get on to highlights, let's go ahead and take a moment to thank our patrons. Something like that. All right, so let's close this. Moving forward. We'll continue the trend of reapplying original bass tones with this here fantastic Vallejo. I think this time I'm going to say Vallejo, so I have a little bit of variation in it. Acrylic metal color airbrush colors Tobera Reactor. Over almost all of the original metallics. Here we're gonna diverge from the previous method a bit by more or less using this tone as a highlight. Instead of re-establishing the bass tone in its entirety, instead of re-establishing the bass tone, we'll leave a bit more of the gungy wash showing, lending a look of well-worn machinery, and I'm looking for a word that's like mitigating, but it's not. Let me pull up synonyms for mitigating. Synonyms for mitigate. Could we use palliate? No. Palliate's not going to work.
Allay? Diminish or put at rest, specifically to fear, suspicion, or worry. Okay, no, we can't do allay. Assuage, that's for unpleasant feelings. I guess we can just not get wordsy about it and just say reduce. We're just gonna reduce our future need for brightened edge highlight. Brightened edge highlight. Yeah, okay. With that though, we're blazing through. We've blazed on through the. I've already said reestablishing, so I can't say reestablish again. With that though, we blade on through the busy work of building back up the base colors. And while that dries, let's take a hot minute to thank the hot biscuits that our country fried patrons. All right, let's see how long that is and if that will fit. Hopefully it's not too long. Moving forward, we'll continue the trend of reapplying original bass tones with this here fantastic Vallejo. That is hard to do. That is hard to say it and switch back into English real quick. Vallejo acrylic metal color. We're gonna do it though. We're gonna do it. We're gonna make it work. Moving forward, we'll contend the trend. Moving forward, we'll continue the trend of reapplying original bass tones with this here fantastic Vallejo acrylic metal color airbrush colors Tobera Reactor over almost all the original metallics. Yeah, that works. Here we're going to diverge from the previous method a bit by more or less using this tone as a highlight. Instead of re-establishing the bass tone in its entirety, we'll leave a bit more of the gungy wash showing, lending a look of well-worn machinery and reducing our future need for brightened edge highlights. With that though, we've blazed on through the busy work of building back up the base colors, and while that dries, let's take a hot minute to thank the hot biscuits that are our country fried patrons. I think that's too much time. Let's export it and just see how bad it is. And this is urbanmechs 13.mp3. Export. Let's pop it in there. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe that's enough. Oh, actually, I need to fill a little more time. Okay. Yeah, okay. I was thinking it was 30 seconds, not like a full minute. We need to fit in a little more text somewhere. By using this color more sparingly, we're electing to shift the tonality of our base coat into that which is dirtified by the ink wash. One of my favorite effects in actuality. bright metallic plus NULN oil is really we want a synonym for satisfying. I think I've said it so many times. Synonyms for satisfying. Delightful. Delightful. And actually, if we are also, what am I doing? Where am I at? If we're doing memes, if we're doing memes, we're popping in Doge, dude. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. Excuse me. We gotta Doge it up. Someone's got it isolated somewhere, surely. I'll find it in a moment. I'll find it in a moment. Let's record this and get it going. I'm distracting myself. It's the wrong one. Here we go. I'm all about the memes. Yeah, we're bringing in the memes. These here words are filler. You can ignore them. I just need to come up with something to allow the audio to line up with the next clip. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of really like that. Yes. All right, what's this right here? With that, though, we'll cut this out. All right, I'm just going to do it in normal Cameron voice, too. These here words are filler. You can ignore them. I just needed to come up with something to allow the audio to line up with the next clip. Juicy. All right. Jarring, A+. Yes. That is this whole episode. Okay, that's not enough. I need to fill more space. What is an asinine topic? How much time did I need to fill? I need to fill another 7 seconds. What can I say in 7 seconds is completely off the wall? What can I talk about? It's got to be completely unrelated to the topic at hand. Something about food of some sort. Something about sandwiches. Consider this concept part. Consider this concept. While we're waffling, consider this concept. While we're stretching, consider this concept. And while we're stretching, consider this concept. All right, that's 1, 2, 3 seconds. So I'm gonna let this run to right there. Don't eat the sandwich. No, it's too on topic. It's fun, but it's too on topic. It needs to be like complete fucking non sequitur in the middle of a sentence. Farts too much there. See, I've already established that we use the farts. Y'all ever tried editing up a video with people watching? It's like, I don't know. Why is this so hard? It just needs to be some kind of non sequitur nonsense. Instead of fart bird. I want to say something like, y'all ever done something? Y'all ever tried pickles on a peanut butter sandwich? That's what I'm saying. While we're stretching, have y'all ever tried pickles on a peanut butter sandwich? And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 seconds. It's actually disgusting. Boom. Wait, did I get the click in there? I did get the click. I did get the click. Bink, bink. While we're stretching, I'm wondering, have y'all ever tried pickles on a peanut butter sandwich? It's absolutely disgusting. Yeah, there we go. I think that'll do it. And then we pop this in and we file export audio. And it's very jarring, which is what we want. Y'all ever do Jankum? Anyway. I might try to pack in the Jankum line somewhere. That could be really fun. Alright. So did I actually export that? I may not have actually exported that. Let's make sure I'm exported. My brain already forgot if I did it or not. Let's dunk it in there. I mean, that lines up pretty well. Let's take our hard limiter and we'll slap it in there. Oh, let's see. Okay. Let's do this and turn this on. Boop, bink, bonk, bink, boop. Beep, 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 beep,
Moving forward, we'll continue the trend of reapplying original bass tones with this here fantastic Vallejo acrylic metal color airbrush colors Tobera Reactor over almost all the original metallics. Here we're going to diverge from the previous method a bit by more or less using this tone as a highlight. Instead of re-establishing the bass tone in its entirety, we'll leave a bit more of the gungy wash showing, lending a look of well-worn machinery and reducing our future need for brightened edge highlights. These here words are filler. You can ignore them. I just needed to come up with something to allow the audio to line up with the next clip. While we're stretching, I'm wondering, have y'all ever tried pickles on a peanut butter sandwich? It's absolutely disgusting. With that though, we've blazed on.
Alright, so what we want is pickles on a peanut butter sandwich. Images. This go, oh my god. Open image in new tab. That's going on the screen as we say that. Ah, yes. Let me pull back up chat. Where am I at? Use that. I have some Vallejo metallic, silver and gold. They're just dirty water. Really disappointing. Interesting. They separate out really bad. Is my experience with them. You got to really shake them. You got to shake them really well, and then put it out on your palette. And then after that, after just 2 minutes of work, it'll separate out again. You got to stir it up a lot. But if you stir them up really good, they have really nice application. Otherwise, it is indeed just dirty water. I haven't tried the gold, of course. I've been meaning to, but I've gotten really good results with the. They spin at least 5 minutes on the Oni Lab. They're still ass. I'm wondering if you just got a really bad batch. Now, that said, do you have? Are they? Here, let's Vallejo metallics. I should be clear here. The Vallejo model color with the metallics these are ass. These, let me open the image. Open image, new tab. If you're getting these bottles from Vallejo, these are trash. Throw them in the trash. They are worse than GW metallics. They're really bad. Absurdly bad. But the Vallejo metal color, my experience with the metal color has been, this stuff is like magic. Easily the best metallic I've ever used, but this is a distinct line to these, which are complete trash. Garbage. Godlike. Garbage. Best. Copy image. Let's toss this in there. Expand canvas. Yeah, it's the model colors. Yep. They are really bad. I bought. I can't remember the name of it. It was an acrylic, a Vallejo acrylics base set, and it had silver and gold in it, and they are the worst. By far the worst metallics I've ever used. I tried them out on a project, and I ended up electing to use craft paint instead. Apple Barrel had better coverage. Let's reduce the hardness here. No, that's not enough. That's not enough either. Let's just leave it at 75, I guess. I think they came in a tank set because I wanted German gray or something. That checks out. Vallejo's kind of hard to get, actually, a lot of the time, which is really surprising. Vallejo's been hit or miss for me. Some colors are great, others are dog shit. That's interesting. For the most part, I've been really satisfied with them. The Charger project right now has been really bad. that deep yellow color I was working with is really, really bad. Its coverage is abysmal. But for the most part, I am definitely a Vallejo fanboy. It was between Moriarty and the change bots. Moriarty and the change bots. Did I do like a commission or something in between? I don't remember. I do not remember. I wish I did. Also, let me take a moment to thank y'all for stopping by today on this impromptu stream. I kind of set out today just to try and get some work done, and honestly, any moment with chat, hanging out is so much more fun for myself. I hope y'all are finding it entertaining, and I definitely I appreciate y'all's input for sure. The Lizard Wizard, maybe? Shit, I could look. Dragon Lady? Let's see. Damn, yeah. There was a lot that got painted in between Moriarty, but as far as like videos, it was Dragon Lady who came afterwards. German Grey is amazing and the Purple Ave is great. They haven't been consistent quality though for me. Interesting. What is Vallejo model color German, just German Grey or German Field Grey? Open link in open image in new tab. Yeah, that looks like a great color. I need to add that to my collection actually. I don't have a dark gray. Nightbot coming in with a factoid telling folks that the atomic number of zinc is 30. I also had an army painter gray, like Necromancer cloak or something, that was horrible. Literally just dirty water, no adhesion, and always streaky. Dump that and use it as a water bottle. Yeah, it's crazy, like... Those all kind of happened at the same time for me. I just remember opening the box and Nathan telling you the red was dumb. Yes, and I think it was the Dragon Lady. And then I ended up using that red... Maybe it wasn't the Dragon Lady. It was Runa. I think it was Runa. Dwarven Beauty. And I kind of decided to use that red because Nathan said that just to spite him. German, okay, 7.995 German Gray. Yeah, I will check it out. I've been meaning to add a good gray to my collection. Thank you for the heads up, Slick. Slink? I called you Slick. I don't know where that came from. But you're definitely Slink, not Slick. Hey, I can't read now, you know? I know what I meant. I know what I meant. I did not say what I meant. Alright, we're getting this sandwich for just another dumb joke. Another dumb flashed on the screen visual assault on the audio. On the audience. Hit it again. Audio. Not sure if you remember the Marauder I did, blue with stripes. I did the stripes in German Gray, then magic blue speed paint over the whole thing. Yeah. Yeah. Very good stuff. I need that German Gray now. I might order some soon. I've been meaning to go down to the game store too. I should maybe save it for that. Although, you know, I've noticed that A lot of the game stores around here seem to have trouble keeping Vallejo in stock. Or like it's really rare that they actually restock it. It'll be months before with the same paints missing on the shelves. It's all those acrylic paint fumes. Yes, the non-toxic acrylic paint. It actually might not be so non-toxic. I guess it makes sense because they're not regulated by the FDA or anything. Do Vallejo acrylic paints say not for ingestion on them? I don't actually know if they do. If they have a warning. Tried ordering some singles up from Amazon. It's like $5 or so for the bottle, and it's $6 for shipping. Screw that. Yeah, exactly. That's been my experience too. And actually, so I had an experience with trying to order. I tried to order some paints off of Amazon. Some Vallejo individuals, and they came from a third-party retailer that wasn't an Amazon store somehow. Like I don't understand how Amazon makes the distinction, but they sent it. My package was marked as delivered. I never got it, and when I called Amazon to say, hey, they never delivered this thing, Amazon was like, well, that's a third-party retailer. It's not our responsibility. And then the customer service lady from that company was a real bitch, and they refused to resend or reimburse me. And before I could ever actually like get in contact with them, I just ordered another one from a different retailer, and it was no problem. So, heads up, if you're ordering stuff from Amazon, there are instances where it's a third-party retailer of some sort. So be wary of that. I can't remember exactly what the distinction was, but if it's third-party seller and something goes wrong, Amazon will not deal with it. Oh, I had something similar with a knife. It never arrived. I got a refund and a new knife. Then the first knife arrived. I kept both. They were trash. I've had that happen a few times. And actually, it's. I feel a little guilty sometimes that I've done it. But basically, the package will come and it'll be marked as delivered by the delivery driver, but it's not actually delivered. And then I'll complain to Amazon, and then I'll get the original several days later. I'm assuming that it's just an overworked Amazon employee who preemptively marked everything as delivered in their batch that was labeled to be in their batch, and then it wasn't actually delivered. I mean, I've only heard the horror stories of Amazon employees being like worked to the bone. And I guess it just depends on the individual delivery driver too. I have a lot of trouble with UPS and FedEx. They both will they'll show up, they'll make no attempt to deliver, and then they'll mark it, they'll put a label outside the door that says, we attempted to deliver, but no one answered the door. Which is nonsense, because for one, they can just buzz the desk worker and get let in. And on top of that, there's an intercom. You can go to my name in the intercom, and it will call my cell phone directly. Ooh, I like this track. I think I want to add this track real quick. California, yeah. What is this? Low Fives Do-Over. We're about to add that. So I was thinking earlier when I switched over to the BRB screen that I want more tracks on there. And I'm going to add that real quick. So let me switch to the BRB screen, and I'm going to turn on my voice so we can keep chatting. All right, y'all should be able to hear me now. So what I want to do is adjust our BRB music. Properties. And we're going to add files. Here, I'm going to go back to workflow. Let's go back to workflow so y'all can see what's going on here. Because I need to move some folders. California, yeah. I don't. They fucked up. I deliver what I pay for when it's supposed to be delivered. You exploit enough people to make billions. I don't care if you lose the yacht. Yeah, exactly. All right. So I want to add Low Fives Do-Over and Vexed to the track. So let's go in here. Let's find our music. And I want Do-Over. Do-Over. Do-Over, Low Five. Copy. And let's put it in here in music. Wait, what? How's that empty? It goes in here, I guess. Alright. Low Fives Do-Over. And then I also want Vexed. Which is going to be in here, and we're going to go to assets, and we're going to go into music, and we want Vexed. Yeah. Sorry, that song popping on just reminded me that I was looking for a certain feel. Where am I going? What am I looking for? Stream assets, music. There we go. Bam. All right, now I'm going to switch back to the BRB screen. And you should still be able to hear me. And we're going to adjust the properties here. We're going to add 2 more tracks to it. We're going to add Do-Over and Vexed. Pow. And then we'll shuffle it. Okay, and now we should have random songs here. Yeah, depending on what we do. All right, sorry. That's the ADHD, ADD, whatever the hell it is that makes me not focus kicking in. I wanted to do that. Just improve the BRB screen a little bit so it's not, just in case I hop up like, I don't know, 5 times in a stream, it's not the same music every time, but still kind of retains a similar feel. All right. We just about got our sandwich here. And now we'll go to Edit, Invert Selection, Delete. And we want to kind of just shrink the bounding box here to where it's just our Sammy. Image, crop to selection, file, save as. We're going to save this as PB and Pickle. Sammy. Now, let's find where it said that. Oops, wrong button. Temp application audio source. Let's find it here. On through the busy work of building back up the base colors. And while that dries, let's take a... Okay.
while we're stretching, I'm wondering, have y'all ever tried pickles on a peanut butter?
Y'all ever tried pickles on a peanut butter sandwich? Okay, so now we're gonna make this creep up the screen. I think you missed my last message. You might try a hobby store, one that's more geared to gunplay and trains. Our only game store has a single foot wide empty rack of Vallejo. Hobby store has a whole aisle and it's always full. So I don't know of any like hobby stores specifically places offhand, but there is an interesting one. I wonder if it's, let's see, Berkeley. I wonder if people have some internal images. The Ace Hardware at Berkeley has an insane like model train section that's completely full. It's kind of dank, actually. I'm gonna find an image here. No, I can't. Nobody's got really good images of the area inside, but like they have a huge selection of model kits. I've even seen Machine and Krieger kits there on the shelf. Anyhow, yeah, I might have to check them out, but I also, you know, I kind of hate driving to Berkeley sometimes, so I don't get out much. And of course, that would involve, you know, getting out of the house. All right, so let's get our Urban Mech Lance folder back. Let's dunk in our PB and Pickle Sammy. We're going to slap it down right here. We're going to shrink it to 50%. And then let's set this to 25%. Do position scale rotation. And we're going to set this down here.
Y'all ever tried pickles on a peanut butter sandwich?
And then we're going to put this thing up here. Let's jump back here. Let's set that rotation to, I don't know, 58.
Have y'all ever tried pickles on a peanut butter sandwich? It's absolutely disgusting.
Let's see, we actually maybe want it right here. See what that looks like.
Have y'all ever tried pickles on a peanut butter sandwich? It's absolutely disgusting.
Where does it start and say disgusting? Do they have the full Woodland Scenics catalog? A lot of it.
Disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting.
Deh. Where's the deh sound?
Absolutely disgusting.
Oh my god.
Absolutely disgusting.
I think we want to shift this to right here.
It's absolutely disgusting.
Deh, right here. And now I want like I think we should shrink this a little bit, maybe. Yeah, it's a little better. Okay.
It's absolutely
Deh on the deh. We want it to like go flying. Okay, and let's try shooting it off this way, like really fast, and then spinning it.
Have y'all ever tried pickles on a peanut butter sandwich? It's absolutely disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting.
It's not fast enough. It needs to go a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shift it over.
Y'all ever tried pickles on a peanut butter sandwich? It's absolutely disgusting. With that, though, we've blazed...
Oh, it's so stupid. I saw some white on this I need to fill in real quick. So let's figure out... Yep, right there I see it. Let's erase that right here. And then we'll delete this layer, pow, and we'll save this again, and that should fix it on here too. Throw a janky red X on that, Sammy. No.
Have y'all ever tried pickles on a peanut butter sandwich? It's
okay, and I actually need it to like...
Y'all ever tried...
We need to shift this over like that, I think.
Have y'all ever tried pickles on a peanut butter sandwich? It's absolutely disgusting.
Maybe right here.
Have y'all ever tried pickles on a peanut butter sandwich? It's absolutely disgusting. With that, though...
Kind of want like a gunshot noise. I kind of want a gunshot noise. Let's see if we can make that happen. Change this name, assets, sounds. I know I have like a ricochet noise somewhere. Is it this one? Nope. Let's see if they got one over on Epidemic Sound. Epidemic Sound. Log in. They changed their website again. Alright, let's look for sound effects. We're going to search for Ricochet. Ricochet. That's a good one. That's a real good one. We're going to download that one. Download. Boom. Gonna cut that out. Got a free FLIR. I found the secret to getting them for free is taking a vector to Chalet. Interesting. Interesting. What am I looking for? Assets, sounds. All right, where are we sitting at? We're at 8:47. We're almost done. I think I wanna unveil something on y'all. If you didn't catch the unveiling on the Sod 9 stream today. All right. Let's pause our music here for a moment. We'll resume that Ava Low in a moment. We're gonna y'all gotta see this. All right, let me make sure the audio levels are okay. Let's change this to media player. Okay, I think y'all are gonna like this. All right, we'll shrink this down so we can still see. All right, I want to see over here.
Get your paint and your minis ready.
Come on over to the bullshit corner. We've got your minutes and a brush for you. Grab you a biscuit, pour some gravy on top. This little episode's gonna be a dang old bop. Cameron's got a steady hand and a bag of paint. Bag of paint! With a little bit of help from from base to mat. From layers of thin washes and a brush lick or two, he'll paint those minis right up for you. Yay-haw! Take your sip off, take your eck off. Well, baby, oh, baby, oh, baby, well, baby. Gravy, gravy biscuit with some jelly on top. Only one, higgle, biggle, bop. Bullshit corners streaming all night. Good old boys, mechs and a tabletop fight.
Yes. This is we may or may not keep this original one because it cuts off at the end there, but yes. What do you say? Gravy biscuit with a jelly on top, something, higgle biggle bop. Absolutely ridiculous. And I love it. It's very good. Very, very good. It's a little long for the intro video. Honestly, it's a little long for the intro video because we want to shrink that down to like 20 seconds. But I could fade up into it and we could hit the full thing. But Me Gusta Mucho is very, very, very good. Very good. Alright. We just got a ricochet sound effect. Let's refresh this. What was it called? I got so distracted by wanting to show you that. There we go. Ricochet short bursts. Let's get this in there. And then do the last little visual effect and we'll call it for the night. We also have a moment. I want to share what has been shared in our Country Fried Discord. We have a miniature shared by Tom G. The name is I have streamer mode on with, so there's a truncated name, unfortunately, but let's pop this open and pop that open, and we'll pop this other shot open for it as well. This is a great white ape of Barsoom. Looks really fun. I love the blending. The blending on these spines is really, really nice. The purple, the use of purple tones up to the skin gives like a chilly but yet still blood-filled look to the skin. Little bits here, very nice. This is super nice, super satisfying. The layer lines are pretty reduced. I mean, they're there, but like you'd have to go looking for them. This dry brush work is very, very nice. Very satisfying model. Super satisfying. Looking great there. I believe it's Tom G over on the Discord. Nice work. 2 thumbs up. Country Fried Minis approved. In fact, I'm going to do that over on the Discord. Let's give a star. Let's give a sticker. Looking good. White Ape of Mars looks nice. Yeah, I agree. Some solid work. What was I doing? The distraction is getting very serious at this point because I have no idea what's going on anymore. We want Ricochet short burst. Yes. I don't have any new picks yet. Well, if you want to get them on stream, we'll be having some workflow stuff coming up, and I think I'm going to try to get the paint stream set up where we'll do the same like share type setup. Okay, let's reduce the volume on this lead. Wait, did I show you the finished terrace? Yes. Yes, we did indeed catch that one. I think we need to slow this down a little bit. Let's go 90% on that. That might be too slow. Yeah, it's too slow now. Let's do speed duration. We'll call it 95%. That's weird. That's absolutely weird how 100% is too fast. No, maybe it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Only picture I've taken in weeks was that squishy archer today. That's fair. Okay, I need this to boop like that. There we go. That works. Okay, we got that. I want to do one more thing before I forget. Because I might forget if I don't just do it now. But we want Doge. We want Doge. We want a good image of Doge. I guess it's got to be the original. But I kind of want the original isolated. Probably going to take some more in the next week or two. Going to paint up Toxic Love. As well as my new T-Bolt and Crusader. Yeah. Hell yeah. We'd love to see him. We would absolutely love to see him. I think I speak for everybody universally here. I want a good, like, isolated Doge image. Doge meme generator. I'm shocked there's not just like a nice clean isolation readily available. I think we're just about to, we're just gonna steal this one right here. Or maybe this one. Copy image. We're stealing it. New image. Paste. Hey, we're stealing things. Theft is the way. Uh-oh. Things locked up for a second there. Alright, we're going to isolate some of this image. Whose art is this? I don't care. Sue me. I don't think you can even. I'm not profiting from this video. It's not monetized. Plus, this is explicitly transformative. This is fair use. My unpainted mechs are probably going to double in June when the Kickstarter gets... Yeah, I believe it. I got a buddy who I keep offering to 3D print him some mechs, and he's like, "No, I ordered the Kickstarter." All right, so we're gonna do one more image. Doing one more image. I don't know why that jumped like that. Do one more image of a dog, and when I'm saying something along the lines of like that I enjoy the effect of the metallics, I want it to say like such aesthetic, very layer. And then we'll call it for the night. Back to work on this again sometime soon. As always, the projects bloat just so far beyond what I intended. And I need to remember this going forward. Like I mentioned during our last stream, I think what we're going to do is as school wraps up for me, I'm going to do some more frequent streams. So as to get more work done, as well as create more opportunities for people to come through. That way folks who have conflicting schedules are more likely to have some time to come through and show off their models and whatnot. Yeah. I want to make this a more regular community hangout. Plus, I mean, the biggest reason, of course, is getting more painting, more editing done. It's a cheap way to get me to do more work. We're just going to cut out this helmet. Helmet is unimportant detail. All right, let's get our Doge. Let's get our Doge outlined and cut out. Then we'll add some more up on this layer. Image, invert selection, delete. Get our bounding box to right there. Image, crop to selection. File, save as. Space Doge. All right, we're gonna create a new image. Beeple, beeple. My painted mechs double every time I browse cults. Yeah, exactly. I get that. Let's resize this to 400 by 400 by 400. There we go. And then we want Comic Sans. And then we want bright colors. What are the original Doge colors? Doge meme original. It needs to be... It is very hard to find the original. It's good enough. Good enough. We're going to open this image in a new tab. We're going to copy. We're going to paste, and then what we can do is we can just grab these actual colors. I want this color. And this one will say, let's do this like, I don't know, 84. Wow. Save as. Wow. Boom. Image. Canvas size. Let's go width 1200. Boom. Select all. Delete. Come back over to this image. We're going to we're going to do this one. It says many detail. Many detail. File, save as, many detail. Boom. Select all. Delete. I could print out a buttload of mechs, but I like the CGL minis. I like using 3D prints to test paint schemes and fill out op4s, etc. CGL, yeah. I don't blame you. I actually really like that they blend really well. All the mechs, like Ironwood Metals, CGL, 3D prints. If you have them in the same scales, they blend really well. Much aesthetic. File, save as, much aesthetic. Boom. And then we also want... Did I do vary already? We'll do... such battle tech. File, save as, such, Battletech. Battletech. And then we'll do one more, and it will be, we did WoW. We did much, we did many, right? No. Where, let me get my head back on. Urban Mech. We did such, wow, much, many, yes. And then we want, we'll do this, and we'll do very urban mech. Okay, pal. We got that going. We got Space Doge. Mini Hulk Mechs does really good work. His Centurion is my favorite. His Hunchback is extremely close to CGL. Yeah, exactly. Catalyst minis look too good. I want derpy machines that can't possibly function in the real world. I'm in the same boat. I really like the old school stuff. Especially. All right, so there's a line in here where I'm talking about. All right, we're gonna. All right, so right here, what I want to do is drop in Space Doge, and then Space Doge will get extended out until we'll crop it out where we need it here in a moment. We're gonna go 150 with it, I think. And let's start it. We're gonna put this position right here, and then we're gonna start here. We're gonna drop a new keyframe, and then we're gonna pull the dog off here and rotate it. Oh shit, I didn't adjust the rotation. This should be 0 here. It did a weird, like, why did it jump like that? So once again, we got this weird thing happening with the keyframes. Premiere like adds extra movement that is not in your keyframes that you did not apply. It just like makes it up. All right, let's see if that works or it puts extra movement in it. Okay. All right, now we can start putting in our other layers. Let's do an add track there just in case. All right. I also got the bottom half of my base for a minute. It has stripes. Yeah. I kind of really like that. Because hazard stripes are a huge pain in the butt. To paint. They're a huge pain in the butt. We'll do a wow. We'll go forward 1 second, I think. We're going to put very urban mech. We're going to shrink this down 50%, I think. We're going to come forward 1 second. We're going to put mini detail. This is going to get shrunk down to 30%? No, 40%. Mini detail. That actually should go up here maybe. So we're actually gonna shift that one up here. We need a new layer as well. We want track targeting on PAL. Let's put in much aesthetic right here. Let's go 20% with it. That's too small. We'll go 25 with it. I'm gonna put it right here, and we're gonna go forward 1 second, and we're gonna put in, which one hasn't we? Such Battletech. Let's actually do the Such Battletech as the last one. Oop. And we'll make that go right here, and we'll go 75% size. And then we'll add our position, scale, rotation. And we'll put one more keyframe at the very end. And we'll put bam, bam, bam. And we'll take our Doge and we'll pull it off this way. And rotate it back away. Let's see what that looks like. All right, I don't actually like these being the same pattern on the back end. So we're gonna have them fire off in half-second increments. We'll go minus. It's minus 115, so we go minus 1 here. And then we're going to minus 115 here. All right. And now we're going to go here and we're going to move that over. Let's give this one more watch. And I think that's a good spot to call it. I'm a little over. That works. Audio. While we're stretching, you ever try pickles on a peanut butter sandwich? Okay, cool. I am very pleased with the work today. We've gotten like, 4 minutes worth edited down and voiced, and got the memes in there. I like the direction this is headed. Uh-oh. It's not saving. There it goes. My keyboard shortcut's not working, but forcing it to save worked. Anyhow, I think that's all I got tonight. We're gonna hang out in the Country Fried Discord tonight, or at least I'll be over there. If you want to come by and say howdy doody. Probably be playing a little bit of Zomboid this evening. I'm not sure. I might try to do a Tarkov run or two, but depends on if folks show up. I want to thank y'all as always for stopping through and checking out what's going on here at the workflow station. A reminder, this is a place where you can put your 2 cents into the projects that are going on. I'm going to ramp these up and we'll do a lot more. So there'll be less of a big event and more about getting some work done. Because I'd rather stream more days than do longer sessions. Like, I could get in here and do an 8-hour grind, but they suck. And I'd rather keep my work to a minimum as much as I can. But keep an eye out for the urbanmechs project coming out, and then we'll get right to work on the next one. I've got a fun commission in the works, too, after we finish painting the charter. So
come back through and check out what we got going on. As always, I want y'all to remember to be happy while you're painting, and of course to know that your participation in these here streamed events makes me happy while I'm painting and editing. Anyhow, that's all I got. Lots of love, y'all. Catch you next time. See you around. Bye-bye. This stream has been a production of Country Fried Minis. Thank y'all for stopping through. Bye-bye.